Okay, so our garden room is being delivered. It's supposed to be suitable to be outside, but it's been honestly gushing it down in Wales, so obviously, because Wales is like that. So I hope that this is going to be all okay, because they're coming tomorrow. They were meant to come today, so it would have been perfect really if they came today, because this would have all been worked on. And then there's some battens there, and then we've got some more bits and bobs inside. But yeah, the big day is tomorrow. Garden room, come at me. We also had a delivery of plasterboard, so there are a few sheets here, but obviously as we were bringing them in, not me, I didn't even bring them in, they were just getting damaged, so we've had to leave them out the front. But what else came? This came last week as part of the roof, which I think is plastic, and then all the electrical stuff came as well. There's the radiator, and then that's the roof again, the other stuff, and then I don't know what any of this is, but this has also arrived. Yeah, so looking exciting. Okay, so this is the end of day one. I'm actually shocked at how much they've managed to do in day one. Just get out of the sun a sec. So, look, it's so big, I can't even... Right, I just changed it to wide angle so I could get it all in. So yeah, this is how much they've done so far. I'm so impressed. Like, you can see it here on the ground screws, and then it's still quite a lot of room around there to store things and whatnot. I have to make sure the dog doesn't go down there though. And yeah, so they got all that. That's not done yet because I think the guttering's going on tomorrow. And then this is the other side, and then it hides the tree roots perfectly, even with a little bit of room as well. So that looks good. It's actually freezing even though it's super sunny, and you can see it doesn't take up that much sun, it's just by here, so that's good. And this is the inside. So when I first came in here, I was like, how are we going to fit anything in here? But I think because it's empty, it feels a lot smaller. So I just measured. Our double bed will come to about there. So they'll have so it'll come to about here. So we'll be able to put some shoe storage there. And the double bed will come to about there. And then my desk is going to go here, wardrobe unit here, Alex's desk here, and then we're going to have a kitchen with a fridge there. So yeah, I think tomorrow they will be putting all the electrics in, the plasterboard, because I'm going to be plastering this myself. And now I'm thinking, oh my god, it's quite a big job. Good morning. So it's now Friday. The fitter started on Tuesday, and that's when I last filmed. And it went up in like 6 hours, and then I went to the office on the Wednesday, so I didn't actually see what they were doing, and I totally forgot to film because I came home and it looked like this. So pretty much looks the same as what it was before from the outside. We also spotted a pigeon shit on it yesterday, which is great. So looks like they've still got guttering to do. I'm not sure what that bit is. I'm hoping that it's like a skirting board type thing. They put the doors in, but I actually came home from work and it was like 6 o'clock and they were still here trying to put the doors in, and it was honestly just bucketing down. Like, look, you can see how muddy it is. So I don't know if I can have a peek through here. No, I'm not going to be able to. That's a shame because that's quite thick tarpaulin and this is really thick mud. So yeah, this is what it is at the moment. There's not really much for me to show you. I can't even get inside to show you what they've been doing inside. Basically, they've been battening the walls with this wood over here, that wood, so that it doesn't take up too much room. But yeah, that's how it's looking on day 2. This is how dark it was when we were supposed to be signing it off. Like, obviously, I went in, but like I couldn't really see much, and
what were we going to do? It was 8 p.m. and they were getting ready to leave. But you can see from his photos that it is bogging inside the garden room. But yeah, I didn't know what to say at the time. It was 8:30. Everybody was so tired and we had no choice.
Good morning, guys. So it is Saturday morning and the garden fitters left last night about 8:30. It was bogging outside and they were doing it in the dark and it was all a bit rushed last night. So we didn't get to see the garden room yesterday. So I got up really early this morning because I was like a kid on Christmas for my garden room. So I'm just going to go out and show you now. So just keep in mind that it is bogging and it needs a clean and it's not finished. So let me just turn you around. I'm using a tripod to try and keep my camera a bit more still. So this, and we're so lucky today, the weather is so nice. So this is the garden room. So like I said, it was very muddy. The mud has dried out a little bit this morning. There's me, look. So this is how muddy it is at the moment, but it was so much worse this morning. I had to get a shovel and just shovel all that stuff back. So yeah, this is how the garden room is looking. I just realised I don't have the keys, but I'll go and get them now. But yeah, so we've still got to do the electrics, which they're going to be the up and down lights and all the electrics inside, and all the internal finishings need to be done as well. So this is the outside. We managed to keep it in front of the tree. The fitters weren't too impressed with our choice of keeping it in front of the tree, but we were like, no, we want the tree. I'll show you down here. So like I said, there is a bit of space behind here, so we might we might actually just put like a little roof and we can keep some storage things behind there. So we're making use of all the space. But so splotchy. Right, so I'm just gonna go and grab the keys now and I will come back in a minute. So excited. Right, so this is the inside, and I will remind you that it is bogging because these guys had to do this last night in the rain and in the dark, but let me show you around. Okay, so this is the inside of the garden room, as you can see. I think they could have avoided standing all over the plasterboard. Maybe I should have warned them, like, we aren't getting a plasterer, so please keep it nice and clean. But maybe I should have told them, but to be honest, I didn't think they would stand all over the plasterboard. But yeah, so there are footprints all over the garden room. And so let me just walk you through. So we've got the consumer unit going here. We have got plug number 1 going down there. I didn't realise that we actually have 4 spotlights. I thought it was just 1 downlight, which is cool. We also have the second plug socket, 3rd plug socket, and the radiator. And then this is going to be the on and off buttons for the inside lights and the outside lights. So yeah, that's kind of like the layout in here. Again, this OSB is going to be covered. We've just been to B&Q and bought some laminate. So yeah, we're hoping to maybe have a bed there, potentially, and then hopefully have desk, wardrobe, desk, and then a little kitchen area there, and then the radiator will be there. So I'm trying not to move too much so you can kind of see. But today I'm going for lunch, and then when I get back from lunch, I'm gonna start cleaning up the plasterboard and popping up some scrim tape, and then I'll probably start filling tomorrow. I'm not sure about what they've done here, but like I can see here, this is going to be a real difficult one. I might have to sand that whole strip of plasterboard back. It's a bit of a nightmare really, but yeah, so we've got these dual aspect doors here. these. We could have gone with bifolds, but I really wanted the wall space, the internal wall space. Because, imagine this as a gym. I don't want everyone seeing me in the house and in the future now. And also I could do with the wall space for like mirrors or a squat rack, anything like that. So yes, we've got these 2 doors because I wanted the wall space. I'm also not the biggest fan of bifolds either. I just think they're a bit clunky. So we went for these. These were the cheapest options. So I was happy with that because this is what I wanted anyway. And this one is the one that is always locked, but that one's the one that's open. So you kind of just, to release this, then you open them here. And if I open them both fully, obviously it's a bit windy, so it's moving. But why do I need bifolds when I've got this massive opening anyway? So I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. And I think it'll be a nice spot for us to both work in. So yeah, this is everything today, and then I will keep you updated on when I'm going to be doing the scrim tape, and I'll bring you along with me for that. Okay, so now the excitement's worn off. I'm actually really pissed off about how dirty this plasterboard is, because we're not getting it plastered. Like I said, I'm going to be just filling the gaps, and then we're just going to paint it. You can't paint over shit, can you? So every single board is damaged. So I'm fuming. I just can't be bothered for this. Okay, so Alex went ahead and tried to wash some of the mud off, which it has actually come off quite a bit. It's still a mess, so there's quite a lot of damage to some of the boards, which is really, really annoying. It wouldn't be annoying if we were getting it plastered, but it is annoying because I'm just planning on filling in the cracks. So what I'm going to do now, I have got my scrim tape. So it's just like this mesh tape that I'm going to put in all the cracks. Basically the mesh minimises the risk of having cracks once it is plastered. So I am going to scrim tape now, try and do all the upper corners first, but I might need to pop some filler in. So in some of the gaps, like that one there, that gap is a bit too big for just scrim tape, so I might have to actually go ahead and start filling in those, and maybe the ones behind me might be a bit too big. So I'm gonna scrim tape what I can, and then I might have to get the filler out, and also I need to sort out above there because that bit of plasterboard is protruding. So let's get to it. Okay, good morning. So last night and yesterday we tried to clean as much of the dirt off the panels as we possibly could. Now that it's daylight, I think we're going to go and do it once more. And we also tried to fit in as many screw heads and imperfections in the plasterboard as we possibly could. So we're going to sand those down in a minute, but first of all I'm going to go ahead and tape up the seams, the corners and the edges and the joints. So let's get cracking with that. So I'm going to be using this 90 by 50 scrim tape that's adhesive on the other side. I have used the other tape before and I'm not as much of a fan. I'd rather it just be adhesive, so I'm going to use this one. Okay, so the garden room's all taped up now, and now I need to go around with my trowel and this Gyprock Pro Mix light, which is here. So I'll take that stuff and I'll literally just go in all the joins with my little trowel. Just a heads up for any women out there with small hands, they do little trowels if you want one. They're so much easier than the big ones. So I'm gonna be using my trowel, and yeah, let's just get to it because I've got to get this done by Friday. filled in all the gaps now. I don't know what I'm going to do with up there. We might buy coving instead, so I won't do too much filling just in case we do. But I've filled everything apart from the left side of the corners because it scrapes that side when I try and do that side. So I'll do that tomorrow morning before work. And yeah, it looks a bit like a disco in here at the moment. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay, so I've got a problem really. So I filled all of these in 2 days ago. And if you can see the colour difference, because it's so cold in here, there's no electricity or anything. Like you can really see between the joins there, it's not dry. Now I've taken annual leave tomorrow to get this done. So I'm hoping that the weather stays dry because I need to run a cable up here and I really need to get some heat in here. So I think that's what I'm gonna do this morning because there's so many parts that are just still sopping wet, which is a shame really. So yeah, that's what my plan is today. I'm just hoping it stays dry. Okay, so I have done a second layer of filler on quite a few of the spots. I haven't done a second filler on these corner pieces because I don't think I can mentally cope with it, and I think they look okay anyway after a sand. But yeah, we've had the fan heater on and the insulation is so good. It's so warm and toasty, like quite a while after the heater has been turned off, which is a good sign. So you can kind of see the filler is drying. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to sand tonight. So I will have to do it after work tomorrow. But I thought I would end the video for this week here because I'm running out of days. So yeah, so next week's garden room video, you'll probably see the finished article, I think, because we're having the electrics and the painting done on Friday. Me and Alex are going to put the flooring down on Saturday, and then we're going to fit the coving on Sunday and finish it with all the silicone beading and things like that. So yeah, stay tuned and hopefully we'll have more of a result for you next week. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the garden room down in the comments and whether you would tolerate the dirty plasterboard or not. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.